Good morning still. I think it's only 11. I just got done doing my rosary and I'm like very hungry, and I'm looking in the fridge and I'm thinking I gotta use up these leftovers. So why don't I make something with leftovers? So I forgot something. I forgot the eggs. I knew I forgot something. I'm here grabbing everything. So I forgot the eggs. But I don't know if I should use eggs. This is just a concoction of mine. Just in my mind, I'm thinking what to do with potatoes, okay? I have leftover potatoes in my fridge. Greg made a little bit too many potatoes. Maybe these are like 2 days old. They're just, how we make too many baked potatoes and we're like, okay, we don't want to throw it away because you can use it on other, like I like to make home fries with old potatoes. I kind of take the peel away a little bit, peels are really easy to take off when I should have tied my hair back because I don't want to get it in my food. And then I also had mashed potatoes left over. So I'm thinking, I'm going to make 2 different kinds of potato dishes. First, let's start with the fun one. Oh, and get 2 big pans. 2 big pans, because we're going to make 2 different kinds of potato dishes. I'm going to need a big bowl. Excuse me as I get my stuff I need. A big bowl. I have a lot of big bowls. I love my big bowls. Okay, so let's get 1 big bowl and let's come down here so that we can cook together. So this is just a concoction, guys, of whatever you have in your fridge. I also had, that I made yesterday, a little leftover of a combination of spinach, cilantro, and dandelion. You guys know that I have my tower gardens. I like to grow dandelion. I like to grow all kinds of goodies. Dandelion, cilantro I grow, parsley I grow, Swiss chard I grow, but I don't have Swiss chard at the moment. So that's why I have spinach here, because I bought some spinach. So I got to make sure first it's cut up good. It's not cut up good. It's in big pieces. So I think this knife needs sharpening. Do you guys have a sharpener that you use for your knives? I do. And, you're kind of thinking, oh, it probably doesn't work. It's just a little plastic thing. It's probably not good. Let me tell you guys, it works. It works. It works. It works really good on your knives, especially the old ones. So I never have to buy new knives. I never do for some reason. This little red thingy, cheapo red thingy works great. Look at this. Wow. Yep. So you just got to make sure that whatever it is you're using inside that you want to put, I've never made this before, guys. This is the first time. But whatever it is you use, be it pieces of ham if you eat meat, or pieces of ham or bacon, you can cut it up, pieces of whatever. You can put cheese in it, you can put anything you want. We're gonna create this by ourselves and see what we come up with. Oh, I shouldn't have put that with water. Did I have another bowl? Yeah, I have another bowl here. Okay, so let's put this in the bowl. I cut it up nice and finely so it can be blended better into the mashed potatoes. We're gonna make, I don't know what we can call these, like potato pancakes, but with a little bit of everything. I don't know, I'm debating of putting the onions or not in there, because if we put the onions in there, because the onions have not been sauteed, they are raw. And because they are raw, since we're not cooking it too long, it might stay hard. So what I would do is I would first saute it quickly, the onions, so that they're not raw in there. But I don't want to do that. I'm just going to put them in there straight. I'm just going to risk it and put it in there straight. And then I'll tell you guys later how it came out. So let's just cut, not a lot. I don't want to do a lot. And I want to make the onion nice and tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. We're not going to put a lot in there because we don't have that much mashed taters. I don't know how much is in that bowl. I think it's more like, I don't know, maybe a cup and a half, maybe that is. I don't think it's over a cup and a half. I made milanesas the other day. And if you guys want the recipe for that, I think it's in my video somewhere, so you can like look it up. If not, I will. I don't think it is actually. I think I'll make it with you guys next time I make it. I make it at least once a week. It's everybody's favorite. It's simply just chicken breast, but it's breaded a little thicker than your average, you know, like chicken nuggets. You know how you have the chicken breast and you have it breaded? Well, this, the way I do it is I bread it a little bit, I double bread it. So it's a little thicker, and I make them really, really thin. I make the milanesas very thin. So just chop up some onions, guys, nice and small. And I'm an onion lover. I put onion in everything. Okay, and then we got the mashed potatoes here. They're nice and hard. What else? Now let's do some seasoning in there. Do we want to put seasoning in it? Maybe let me put some cheese. Maybe I'll put the seasoning in the other potatoes. You can if you want to put seasoning in there, guys. I'm not going to. I'm going to put some cheese there. I would have put some Doubliner, something stronger, because that's what I love. I love strong cheeses. But then my son wouldn't eat it, and I know he will like to taste this. I just know he will like to taste this. You can use a potato masher, but since we have other stuff in there, I'm just going to use a fork. I'm going to just do it good old-fashioned way. Okay. And I'm thinking, should I put an egg in there? Because an egg would keep it more together. But I don't really want to. I think I will. I think an egg will keep it more together. What do you think, guys? Maybe a little bit of seasoning. No, actually, I'm not. You know why? Because the mashed potatoes already had seasoning in it. And then I have the cheese, and then the veggies also had seasoning in there. So remember that. You don't want to over-season. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to start the stovetop here, get those pans nice and hot, ready for what we're going to do with our potatoes. So let's come over here now to our pan area. I'm putting it at 7. Put some olive oil, or you can use whatever oil you like. Actually, the oil that is great for heat is avocado oil. That's the best oil for when you're cooking with heat, but I don't have any. I don't have any. So then we are going to, with our hands, we're going to make a little ball. We're going to grab a little bit of this. I'm thinking maybe I should get some breadcrumbs out here. No, I don't think so. Anyway, you guys are welcome to try whatever you want, really. However you want to do this. We're just going to make it simple, very simple. I don't want to make it too fat either. We're going to make it kind of like, we're actually learning together here, guys. I've never made these before. But I should wait until it gets heated up a little bit. So in the meantime, let's start on the other potatoes we have here. Let me start on the other potatoes we have here. And the other potatoes are just baked potatoes that were just put in the oven. Just put in the oven. So we are going to, with these potatoes, we are gonna, I don't know, should we peel them, do you think, guys? Maybe we'll leave a little bit of skin. I don't know about you guys, but you can peel it if you want. But my daughter, she like loves the skin parts the best. So just chop it up in little pieces. Not too big, not too little, just little squares. However you want to do it. There we go. Little squares. Just cut your potatoes in little squares, just like that. We're going to throw them in a bowl, in a different bowl. My pans are still heating up. Put them in another different bowl. We still have another whole potato here. And I'm going to leave the skin on because when the skin gets crispy, it's very yummy. Sometimes the skin is the best part. Okay, just make sure that you're using good potatoes, organic. And if they're not organic, make sure you wash them well to the point of maybe even scrubbing them a little bit. And there we go. We're just going to cut them in little pieces. I think my pans are hot enough now. So, little pieces. Yeah, my pans are hot now. Let's start with show you what I think I'm going to do is I might just cook these on both pans and then I'll come back and do the rest after. Okay, so the pans are nice and hot. So now let's get let's make them kind of flat here. And put it on. Put it on some oil so the oil will start heating it. You guys can use butter if you prefer butter. I've never done these before, so this is the first time. I'm making them with you. The good thing about not being live is that if I mess up, I don't have to have any proof of it. Right? Exactly, huh? Exactly. I did not put any eggs. I should have, maybe. So if this does not come out like I expect it to, then maybe next time I will put egg on it. Okay, so I think if we just wait for it to get a little golden brown, then that should be good enough. I think this one's hotter. This other pan is hotter. I can't believe just a couple of handfuls of mashed potatoes by adding other things, how it became so many. Look at how many. You could almost feed 3 people with this, right? So, guys, I never throw away my leftovers. Oh, that one's kind of messed up. But you know what? They don't have to be perfect. They do not have to be perfect. That one's stuck on my hand. Okay. So, what to do with leftover potatoes? Let's turn them over. Let me find the Teflon thing. I might have to wait a little longer. I don't think it's cooked enough. Yeah, let's wait a little bit longer so it gets a little bit of color. Actually, I might want to put some kind of maybe run them over some breadcrumbs or something next time, just so it protects it from coming apart. This one looks like it's really heating up. This one's hotter for some reason than the other one. Now everything here is already cooked. Everything but the onions are already cooked. So let me lower the temperature so that it doesn't burn and it actually just gets a little color. These are thicker, but see how it's coming out, guys? Not bad, huh? You can put this on some toast, or you can have it on the side of something. Actually, I think next time I am going to put breadcrumbs around it, just because that'll give it a little bit more of a hold for all the stuff inside of it, right? I think I'm going to do that. This one I think is ready to tip over. And see, they're mashing up. They're not. It's not working because darn. What to do now, guys? What to do now? These here, actually, these are too big. I think that's the problem. These I like a lot better. But they're still too mushy. You know what? They need a they need a coating. They need a coating. Yep. No, it's not working. What to do now, guys? What to do now? Okay. I think they're probably going to be delicious, like on some toast. So, yes, definitely put some breadcrumbs around them. Oh, I think I'm going to be sending Henrietta this one and not anybody else. Okay. This is going to be tasty, though. I want to taste one. I want to taste one. Let me get a plate. Get a plate. Taste a little bit of this. Just see what it tastes like. Kind of mushy. And there's like a little bit of a crust on it from the cheese. Which I just love melted cheese crusties. Ooh, there's a little bit of a crust on it for the melted cheese. Maybe if I made them smaller. But no, you really do need some kind of a coat around them. Let me taste a little bit of this while I wait for these to get a little harder. Let's taste a little bit. Why not? Why not? This is a blooper, one of Jeanette's bloopers here episodes. Guys, this is so delicious. Might not look that great, but it's so delicious. Mmm. Mmm. You know what? I even like the onions crunchy in there. It's delicious. Oh my goodness. I just might post this just because it's so good. You guys should make this and try it. Mmm. Well, I'm thinking what I can do to save this. These look fine. But this one is kind of like not gonna work. Let me switch them here. Because I made these smaller and I should have put a coating on them. Oh, but it's so good. Mmm. Okay. So let us think here. What to do, what to do, what to do. Thinking, what if I put a little bit of a coating now on top of it? These are ready to come out. So let me grab a pan and get these babies out of here onto a pan. I'm sure Junior's going to want one of these. What can I call these? Guys, give me a name for this. Boo Boo's Made Delicious? Boo Boo's Made Delicious. Some kind of a fritter, I guess, but I didn't put the egg. And I didn't put flour or... So good, though. Okay. How can I fix this? Oh, I know. Okay, guys. Here's what we're going to do. This will be one of my blooper episodes, but we're going to put this in here. I'm going to put the pan aside for just a little bit. We'll come get the pan again in just a minute. You know what? I think I'm going to do these in here too. I hate to, but okay. We're going to try this, guys. It's going to work. Okay, we're going to let this cool now. We're going to let it cool. And we are going to do it again. And we're going to put this time some breadcrumb around it. Okay? How's that? You just keep trying. You don't give up. We can't give up. We got to just keep trying. It's not good to give up. So let's come back to the next one while we wait for these to cool over here. They're cooling so I can fix them. Nobody has to know they're fixed. We got those cut up already, the potatoes. And in here, we are going to put maybe some more onion. Nah, no onion. We're going to put some spices in here. I have these spices from Flavor God, which are pretty cool. You can use any spice you like. This is a honey barbecue. Honey barbecue. I'm going to put some of that in there. We're going to put some Cajun. Put some of that in there. Make a little bit of a kick. And this is cheese. We're going to put some cheese seasoning in there. This is not real cheese, but it tastes just like it. So if you're a vegan and you don't want to use cheese, you can use this for like macaroni and cheese or anything else. The only thing is that it gets kind of clogged up. Okay, there you go. And we're going to put a little pepper. We're going to put a little salt. And we are going to put some olive oil. The olive oil is what's going to make it get crispy all around. We're going to put the pan back on the burner, get it hot. And we're going to stir this up. Stir it up, stir it up. You can use any seasoning you want. Oh, but my favorite seasoning of all that I use for everything is onion powder. Oh, I love onion powder. That's why I have such a big thing of it. I love onion powder. I love onions, so anything with onion powder or onions in it is going to give it a little bit of a sweetness to it. So just mix up your leftover potatoes. You can even do sweet potatoes if you want. If you have leftover veggies, you can throw them in there. If you have green peppers, or if you want to put some onion in there too, you can do that as well. Put a little bit of oil, not a lot, on the pan, and put it to a little bit higher so that we can start getting color on it. And we're going to come back to the pan. And while we wait for them to cook, we'll work on our boo-boo. We will work on our boo-boo. Just leave it on the pan. What I like to do is, even though they're cooked, because I like to have some kind of a golden color on them, I like to cover them up. So let's cover them up. So that way they can concentrate on being really super duper hot in there. Let's come here now to our boo-boo, and our boo-boo's still a little bit hot. Still a little bit hot. Maybe if I put it in another one, it'll cool down a little bit so I can touch it with my hands. Squeeze it a little bit. It's just like, it's mash again. Guys, it's mash again. See, there is no perfect cook. We learn from our mistakes. You learn from your mistakes, and don't get freaked out about making a mistake. Like, oh my gosh, I can't post it. I got to start all over again. No, I am going to post this because no one's perfect, but you can make delicious things with your mistakes. So, let us get the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs are going to save us today. Anyway, the breadcrumbs are going to be our salvation today. I'm thinking maybe I should put some egg in there too. Okay. So yes, we're going to put some egg in there too. Where's the egg? Let's put a couple of eggs in there. Just so it stays nice and, so it stays together. Okay, well, you know, we can't say we didn't try it without it. Okay, so now we know what happens when you try it without. without what you need to put in there. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have this thing about those, I call them yuck yucks. You see those little white things, those little like hard white things that are, I don't know what that is, but it just makes me want to throw up when I see them. So I always take them out of the stuff I cook. I know you can't see them once they're cooked, but I'm just weird about that. I guess that's why I should be vegan, because I don't really like eggs to eat them. I cook with them because they hold your food together like this, right? They're holding my food together. But I'm not really that crazy about them. So there you go. I'm putting the eggs in. We put the eggs in. We put 2 eggs in to maybe 2 cups of mashed potatoes and maybe half a cup of spinach mixture with green stuff. I had cilantro, spinach, and dandelion in there. And I put some onions and a little bit of seasonings. Did I put seasonings? I didn't, but when I tasted it, it was delicious. So I'm not going to put seasonings. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to mix this up with the egg. And we're going to make smaller ones now. Let's quickly take a look at this and flip it over a little bit. Oh, perfect. Okay. See, it's getting golden on the other side, guys. So that's what we want. We want it to be golden on the other side. I don't like to use a lot of oil in my stuff. So if you like it a little more golden and colored, you can put more oil. But I'm always trying to use less salt and oil in my things. Let's see, look at what a nice color is coming. It's coming a nice color. So let's leave it out a little longer. I flipped them over. Let's come back to this. Let's get the other pan going so we can put it right on there, nice and hot. Okay. The other pan is here. Put it back on there. Hopefully I won't start a fire because I didn't really rinse it very well. Okay. So we're back to trying these little guys again. Hopefully it's cool enough that I can touch it. Yeah, it's okay. I can touch it. Okay, so we're going to grab some breadcrumbs. We're going to put some breadcrumbs around them. Okay? And then we're going to make them smaller. I'm making them smaller. I'm putting some breadcrumbs, which I'm going to actually put the breadcrumbs in here, so I'm not going back and forth in there. Okay, so we're going to put some breadcrumbs. Or if you prefer to do half breadcrumbs, half, there we go. So I made like a little pancake with breadcrumbs, and I'm going to wait till that's nice and hot and put them on there. So yeah, let's put it on there. Get another one. Yes, you needed the egg. Yes, we needed the egg, guys. You can do this with any kind of a veggie, actually. You can even do like broccoli if you want, and you can put some broccoli with mashed potatoes, and you can make your little potato pancake thingies. Just remember to add an egg in there. At least one egg, right? At least one egg will help. Okay, I might be doing this a little bit too high. There we go. Put it at 6. Watch this not work for me again, and then I will have to delete this. Now post it anyway, just because it'll show you guys that you don't have to be perfect. Cooking is like art. Everybody's has a different way of doing it. Everybody's different, right? Put it on there. Starting to heat up, starting to work here. This might take longer. I don't know if I want to have you on that long. I can't forget about the potatoes, the other ones, because they're going to be burning. So let me put one more on there, and then I'll finish up the rest of them later. Finish up the rest of them later. Okay, let's stir this up here. Let's stir this one up. Okay. So this one's ready to go. This one's ready to come out. And I'll concentrate on the other one now. I just need somewhere to put this. Ah, it's so hot. Okay. white over there because, you know what, guys? These things that I cut with that are plastic, these plastic boards that I cut with, these guys, they say that they're supposed to be also to put hot things on. Well, they're not, so don't do that, because I did that the other day, and it melted. It actually melted in front of me. Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, we got it right now. We got it right now. We know what to do now. We need to put a little bit of flour and egg on it. Perfect, guys. Absolutely perfect. This one broke. But the rest, look at them. I should have waited a little bit to flip that guy. But look at the other ones. They're perfect. They are perfect. You can pick them up. You can put them down. And I bet they taste delicious because I just tasted one without anything and it was delicious. So yeah, so there you go. That's it. How simple, huh? I'll grab a plate and I'll put it on a plate. And then we will have them for breakfast. We will have little potato, latke, pancakes, whatever concoctions we make. We'll have them for breakfast. You can put a little bit of sour cream on them or anything you like. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful and golden. Aren't they pretty? Yes, very, very pretty. So don't throw away your stuff out of the fridge. If they're like veggies, you can always add more veggies and make vegetable soup. Or you can, there's always something you can do. And then you can just make up a name for it. I'll finish making the rest in a minute. But let me show you what the others look like. Where did I put it? Oh, over here. Over here. Hold on, guys. And as you guys know, I don't what do you call it? I don't pre-do anything. I don't plan anything. I just go for it. I just do it. But it's delicious. Check these out. Check these babies out. Yummy. And there you go. You have a side for whatever. You can even save it and put it on the side of maybe a steak if you want, or chicken or fish. Have a little potato in there. Put it over some veggies. Or just make an omelet on the side. So those are my 2 potato dishes with extra potatoes. With the extra mashed potatoes and the other potatoes. So I've got to keep cooking now. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.